So as you can see, I have taken the lid off of the Weber and I've laid it out. It's probably the most gorgeous day of the year, so it'll be good because it'll dry quick. And you can see it just needs a good coloring again. It's just gone old. So we bought this decorative range high heat resistant spray paint from Douglas in black. So let's give this a try. Okay, here we go. It's kind of hard to see because of the light, but it's doing a good job. I'm getting there. So I'll just complete the rest of this and I'll see what it looks like afterwards. And here's the base, and we're gonna start the same thing. We'll just spray it all down. It's pretty good. Kind of gives it a matte finish look, which is nice. It's gonna be nice to have a good looking barbecue again. Okay, I'll spray this all down and then I'll let it dry and I'll show you what the end result is like. Okay, so I've spray painted it down, both of them, but there's just certain areas where the paint is a little uneven. So I'm going to do it again and try to get the paint more even. Like if you look here, see that paint there? I should probably get a little brush and scrape it down and try to sand it down a little bit and try again. But this looks good. It looks better. Okay, this is now with the finished dried in paint. Look, it's still a bit patchy, but I'm okay with it. It looks good. So I'm going to start putting it together. So what we need to do is flip this over and we're going to put on the lid. And you can see that at the back here, this just fits in like that. And then we'll start adding all the bits in to make the casing for the barbecue. Well, okay, so we put the lid back on and the hinges are lined up, which is the way it's going to go to allow the lid to open. So we're just going to turn this around, and then in order to do this, you need 4 pieces. You need 2 of these guys that have the holes in them, and then 2 of the pins to hold those in, and that will allow the hinge to open and close on the lid. Okay, so we're going to do that now. Okay, so you just got to line this up with the lid and the base. There you go. Then twist that around so that the pin is up and down, because you won't get it in because of the back of and then just put the pin in just like that. Well, it's a bit rocky. You just need someone to stabilize it. It's kind of hard to do when you're using the camera, but that should just fit in. There she goes. And then you just have to do it on the other side. Then you can push it down a bit further on both sides. And there's the other one. So I can show you that. And again, come from the outside to the in, because that's the way they do it on the... That's it there. Twist it, and that's it. Then put the pin in, and you've already assembled the metal bit of the barbecue, which is good. Okay, so now we can attach the temperature gauge to the barbecue. So this is temperature gauge, and you need this screw. And then if you come over here, this is the front of the Weber, and this just slots in like that. And then what you do is open the lid, keep your hand on it so it doesn't fall out, and then just screw that back in. So far we put the lid back together with the base, and now we've got the temperature gauge back on. Okay, so this is the handle for the lid, and these are the 2 screws and the screwdriver. So you just go to the lid, open the lid, put the handle with the Weber side appropriately, and then just thread them in. So this screw down into the undersurface of these guys. It just screws in. You can do this on hand until the end, and then you got to use a screwdriver. Go in there. There's the one, and that's the other one. And then once that's done, you'll have a lid, nice lid for your handle for your lid. It's all working well. Good. All done. Okay, so now we've put on the handle, we have the temperature gauge, and we put the hinges on the back. And now it just opens like this. Okay? And then what you can do is, we're not ready to put these in, these will go in last, but just to show you, they sit in there. Like that. And the other one goes in like that. And that's your grill. Now obviously we've got to put in the flame tube. We've got to put the valve on, and I've got a new lighter for the outside here as well. So we'll do all that in the next coming videos.